Exactly. Exactly. Thinking too much doesn't help. Better do something. Okay, we were here. Let's do this. Yeah, let's do this. Let's jump in. Search query are drawn from a variety of criteria where we avoid overwhelming the user by using. Okay, we were up to here. I will do this part first, then we can decide what is left. Vertical list view. Better is web search results are displayed in a single often showing details information for each item. It shows you item typically page for query queue finds m items relatable. Now we are okay, this paragraph, first paragraph sounds good. Yeah, the first paragraph sounds good. Now we want to go to the query queue and make it a bit mathematical. The platform finds m items relatable. We use j in 1 to m for the product or the items, and pi j will be the product j's rank. These items belong to k categories defined by the platform. A consumer's type intent is one of these categories. Okay, how is that related to the vertical list view? That is, the platform has a prior theta 1 to the k on the user's intent based on the history of the purchase for the query queue. This is more mathematical. Let AK be the item that belong to category K. Items. We have 1 time here. The screening cost of a consumer with type K depends on the position of the first item he observes from his category, and we show it by this. And L is an increasing function. One objective can be to minimize this. We can also assume users with different intent have screening, eyeballing costs, or patience within their own category. Somebody who is looking for a phone, anything more. However, this model will lead to flea market. The solution to this objective: each category with respect to order K, defining a better. Okay, I want to remove this paragraph, and we definitely need to move this. Not here. Where is it? The platform finds m items relatable. We use j and m for each product or the item. Yeah, exactly. From the last paragraph. Okay, you chose a bad objective function. Q, the platform finds m. Up to here is really good actually. M is the union of these partitions, and screening cost of a consumer depend on the position of the person. Very well, I don't want to say what object. we can also assume, we can assume also, what the fuck is also? We can assume users with different intent have different screening eyeballing costs, or patients within their own category, for example. For a case. I like to define the cost like that. That's good. But these two paragraphs needs to go somewhere else. Like, or I can say vertical list view, mathematical modeling. Still, I don't know. Let's say yeah, I want to keep it. So do we want to keep it or not? We should be. That's it. That's the question I have. Implicitly categorize vertical list view. One describe desirable app next to each other without mentioning the name of the category. We want to have for it. Okay. Overly, not overly. Just stop the share. Is it this one? Actually, this is this one. Okay. All right. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Fucking. Yeah, when the goal is not clear, it happens. No. If you read the book Flow, it says once you wanna be in the flow. You need to have clear actions, objectives, and like feedback. When it is vague, I don't know, then okay. So what is it? The next one. Mm. Give me description. Paragraph. For simplicity. Where we put items from same categories next to each other in a list, but without mentioning the name of the category. Without mentioning the name of the category, however, next to each other is suggested by self that the search result can relate categories. That's a really good paragraph. All right, I'm happy. Vertical is where items. Sounds very good. One desirable output is having baskets. This paragraph should be removed. Not theta k, but k. Category grid layout with scrolling rows. Okay, that is also something we wanna ChatGPTize. Okay, let's change this paragraph.
In this layout, categories are sorted vertically, with items within each category ranked according to a standard ranking algorithm. These items are displayed horizontally within their respective rows, and their position in each column reflects their importance. The importance of each column should be determined based on historical user behavior. To optimize this, we need to understand which slot users focus on first, whether it's the middle, leftmost, or rightmost position, and then arrange the remaining items accordingly, irrespective of their specific details. Unlike the one-dimensional vertical presentation, where users' attention is more easily directed, this multi-dimensional layout requires a deeper understanding of user behavior. It's essential to develop a user behavior model for this case to inform further refinements. Once we have insights into how users interact with the grid and the relative importance of each position, the ranking within each category can be optimized similarly to one-dimensional ranking. As an initial solution, we can apply this structured presentation to any query that returns items from more than one leave category. From there, we can refine the solution in future iterations. The core of this new user experience is to implicitly group items by category within each block of 8 items, arranged across 2 rows in the list view. Later, we can collaborate with the front-end and design teams to add explicit labels or tags for these grouped subsets, enhancing the semantic clarity of the layout.
So okay, the last paragraph is actually mixing the explicit category view and the implicit view. So I have to take the part for explicit, keep it here, and move the part for implicit to the previous section. However, it is good. It is completely saying what's going on. I may remove 1 or 2 sentences. Not the. I want to also remove these names. What is the better name? They're pretty good names. Category grid layout with scrolling rows. In this layout, categories are sorted vertically, with items within each category ranked according to a standard ranking algorithm. These items are displayed horizontally within their respective rows, and their position in each column reflects their importance. The importance of each column should be determined based on historical user behavior. To optimize this, we need to understand which slot users focus on first, whether it's the middle, leftmost, or rightmost position, and then arrange the remaining items accordingly. I don't like this term, irrespective of the respective details, it's extra. And that's good. Keep it simple, do not generate questions. Unlike the one-dimensional vertical presentation where users' attention is more easily directed, is directed from top to bottom. This multi-dimensional layout requires a deeper understanding of user behavior. It's essential to develop a user behavior model for this case to inform further refinements. Not really. That's an extra sentence. I don't want to have it. Once we have insights into how users interact with the grid and the relative importance of each position, the ranking within each category can be optimized similarly to one-dimensional ranking. As an initial solution, we can apply this structured presentation to any query that returns items from more than one leaf category. From there, we can refine the solution in future iterations. The core of this new user experience is to implicitly group items by category within each block of 8 items, arranged across 2 rows in the list view. Collaborate with the front end. See clarity of the layout. So I will remove X, and I will move it to implicit here. Why do I look at the phone? Then I can, in the implicit categorize vertical list view, give a reference to category grid layout with scrolling rows. This layout. can intuitively discern that the search query relates to multiple categories, even though no formal category names are provided. This approach maintains simplicity while offering a structured browsing experience. As an initial solution, we can apply this structured presentation to any query that returns items from more than one leaf category. From there, we can refine the solution in future iterations. The core of this new user experience is to implicitly group items by category within each block of 8 items, arranged across 2 rows in the list view. Okay, this line sounds weird. We can refine the solution. There are core of this new user experience. Collaborate with the and design teams to add explicit labels, subset enhancing this one. Alright, okay. I will clear this part. And I say 4 items. And then we can collaborate. Later we can collaborate with the front end and design team to add explicit labels or tags for these group subsets, enhancing the semantic, the layout, and you have the layout. Which collaborate with the front end and design teams to add explicit labels or tags for these group subsets, enhancing the layout, which ends up in a category grid layout. Okay, actually, fuck that. I will add it here and we can decide layout with the scrolling rows. We did this section as well. Category, nested category layer. I think it's already edited, right? Let's read this part. Wait, I didn't. No, just repeat. Okay.
Sometimes, within each category, the list of products is diverse. Assuming a consumer clicked on one category, on the new page, we face a similar situation. How far can the platform take the category presentation? How many layers of subcategories are acceptable and help the consumer have the best interaction with the platform? How should we choose the number of categories, K? Sometimes, for a query or after some layers of categories, we may end up with products that have no other feature in their description that helps us categorize further, but there is an observable feature in the products, recognizable by consumers, that is not included in the description. Based on this feature, we could categorize further, even though the number of products remains large. The remaining differentiating factors might be price, seller, or consumer behavior.
Wait a second, no.
Now, assume the only remaining
So, sometimes within each category, the list of products is diverse. Assuming a consumer clicked on one category, on the new page we face a similar situation. How far can the platform? No, I don't like that. Actually, I want to change the whole thing. Category presentation. This is a good question. This is a question that we should answer about nested category layout, but it is not all of the categories. Layers of subcategories are acceptable and help the consumers. That is good. No. So, okay, I have to change this part. I have to address those questions, but not here. Nested category. Give me a description for That's really good. The layout strikes a balance between offering diversity and preventing overwhelming the user with too many choices at once. It is particularly effective in managing complex product inventories, ensuring that the most relevant items maintaining relevant is a nice term here. Items appear while maintaining clear and coherent browsing. That's a good description. Structure approach to organize searches of categories and subcategories. Rather than presenting a flat list of items, this layout organizes the products in a way that reflects their broader and more specific categories. Initially, users see top-level categories related to their search query and further subcategories are displayed in nested map. And okay, I like to add, like by clicking on see top level category related to their search query. And by clicking on each category, further subcategories are displayed in a nested manner. Alright, sounds good. In a new page. This design allows users to explore related products in a more intuitive and organized fashion, narrowing their focus as they drill down through multiple layers of categories, keeping a balance between offering diversity and preventing overwhelming the users with too many choices at once, keeping their cognitive load, users cognitive load as low as possible. This is particularly effective in managing complex product inventories, ensuring that the most relevant items appear while maintaining a clear and coherent browsing experience. The most relevant items appear while that's really good, actually. That's what we want. Now we want to say, okay, the question rises within this model. Yeah. That's sometimes for query or after. Okay, this paragraph is like extra. How many layers of subcategories are acceptable and help the consumers have the best. Yeah. Designing this layout raises questions like how many categories should be shown in each page, and what is the good number of layers? How far can you take the categorization, and what is the stopping criteria? I knew I would write it wrong. Criteria. What is the stopping criteria for this presentation? Which we do not categorize further. And then what is it? How many, did I say how many layers? What is the good number of layers to make the shopping journey what is wrong with my journey here? Okay. To make the shopping journey a good experience, not with low cognitive load. Because too many layers also cause cognitive load. Also, too many layers can be tiring. Polish, please. Designing this layout
Here's a more polished version. Designing this layout raises important questions, such as how many categories should be displayed on each page and what the optimal number of layers is to ensure a smooth shopping experience with minimal cognitive load. Too many layers can overwhelm entire users. How far should we take the categorization? What criteria should we use to determine when to stop categorizing and present the results without further breakdown?
That's really great. Actually, what I wrote is also pretty good. It's good enough. Okay, the readers want to be perfect. Alright, ChatGPT for you. Okay, now I want to add this. And this is sometimes for a query. Okay, 2 paragraphs, both of them starting with something. This is it. Now up to here is edited. Now here, okay. Sometimes within each category, the list of product is diverse. Assuming the consumers in the new page, we face a similar situation. Okay, this is bullshit. This paragraph is already covered, so goodbye. And then, yeah, let's talk like human beings. Fucking lazy. Sometimes for a query or after some layers of categories. Again, the same shit. We may end up with products that have no other feature in their description that help us categorize more, but there is a feature in the product observable by consumer that is not included in the description, and based on this feature we can categorize more. However, the number of products is still large. Assume that the only remaining factor is the consumer behavior, like clicking. Is there a way to categorize the items based on the consumer behavior other than their popularity? Our only source for finding the hidden feature is consumers' behavior. Consumer behavior is affected by the platform, ranking, and hidden features. Also, our ranking in no long in long term depends. Okay, I want to call this finding hidden categories, undiscovered categories. Oh yeah, that's actually good. Paragraph finding hidden categories which is related to this section. Sometimes for a query or after some layers of categories, we may end up with products that have no features in their description that help us categorize more, but more from the platform point of view. These items are homogeneous. 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 I swear to God, it is homogeneous.
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 Homogeneous. Heterogeneous. However, there is a feature in the products observable by consumers and hidden to the platform. Why a consumer and hidden? Okay, I want to remove the price and seller. What is the last sentence? So yeah, consumer behavior is affected by the platform ranking and hidden feature. That is bullshit. Let's remove this. Homogeneous. Please polish, add clarity, and improve the flow. Alright, sometimes after a few layers of categories or for certain queries, we may reach a point where the products have no further descriptive features that allow for additional categorization. From the from the platform's perspective, these items appear homogeneous. Oof. However, there may be, honestly, I wanted to say there may be, observable features noticeable to consumers but not captured in the product description that could enable further categorization. Even then, the number of products might remain large. The only differentiating factor left is consumers' behavior. Now, if the primary factor is consumer behavior, such as clicks, is there a way to categorize these items beyond simply ranking them by popularity? Our only source for uncovering hidden feature is consumer behavior itself, but that behavior is influenced by the platform's ranking. What? Okay, this but part is bullshit. We know it. This is just extra. So I will remove it. Hidden categories. Stopping point. Criteria, and it's so easy. It has been 9 pages, guys. By the way, it's okay. You have like 4 pages for the, yeah, okay, 4 pages, even 4 pages for the photos. We are like 9 pages, so I think it's enough. I mean, I don't want to add to it unless people say remove something. The paper should not be 13 pages. How can we have the proposal in 13 pages? Alright. I will be back. I will be back. I will be back. Example. Okay, this example is to, I don't like say HP keyboard. Okay, that's a good example. Let's keep it. I think color is not good. Color is not a good feature though. Hey, fuck that. Or the color is not a, however consumers can. The keyboard black, white, red. Can we find the hidden feature? Where's the keyboard based on this hidden feature to act differently? The hidden feature is the only feature left for clarification. Additional products have same price. The only element that makes us have a long list is having too many sellers. Dude, I remember we were thinking about it. We were thinking about it for an hour and came up with the thing that okay, each seller should sell only one product. Let's keep the example as it is, but I have doubts we may have to remove it. Truthful mechanism is another one. So I say, okay, we are good for now with the editing. The new editing part will be Ehsan send me some notes. I want to edit those, and yeah, let me add it. And then I want to go over cognitive load model. Okay, we did the ChatGPTizing the notes. This part is done. By the way, I am the person who says what is beautiful, not ChatGPT. Beat, surprise, suspend, paper. Okay, cognitive mode model. Because I listened to the surprise and suspend and surprise paper up to a point. May not be exactly what we want. It's a good idea. One is cognitive load model including suspense and surprise. Two is editing new notes. Yeah, next week is the submission, so we have a lot of editing right now. My dad called to guys, let's do this 1.5 rounds counter, and then I will call my family. What about that? I think it was good. Okay, the editing part, to be honest, I don't know where to take it. I'll have to have a meeting first. I think without meeting, also I feel Ehsan has problem accessing the overleaf file. If he had access, he could edit his own parts and it would give me better feedback. Right now on my side it sounds pretty good. Let me put it in this mode. 1.5 rounds, and then I will call family. And then lunch. Alright, I will call, then come back. I pause it now to promise you that I will show you a great game setup. Okay. Alright, I'm back. I'm back. 1 round and a half. Maybe actually 2 rounds and a half.
Let's roll.
Wow, this guy jumps. When did they show up? So this is the half round. Now we are entering our first round. Who shot? From here? They can shoot you from here? I didn't know that. What the fuck? Oh, dude. Jeez. Wait, I didn't kill them? Bro, what is the point of this game right now? Ooh. Bitch. Bro, are they? Dude, I killed. How did they kill? Bro! This fucking bot killed me so many times. Did you see that? How is that possible? This is massive. Bro, come on! Dude, what the fuck is this? What? Dude, my gun doesn't kill? What the fuck? Woo! Dude, machine gun is such a pain in the ass. Motherfucker kill. Crazy. Dude, the gun doesn't hit. What the fuck? Their machine gun kills me in a second. Unfair, unfair. Kills them. Where is it coming? Bitch. Oh, come on. guess I had to. Oh, we were all alright. Took us a while, dude. Here hurts. I hate it when bots kill me. Come on. Fuck you. Ooh, shoot. Motherfucker. Dude, they're so arrogant. Where are you, bitches? Ooh. I killed you. Yes, the fucking god. I'm not gonna face it. Oh shit. Dude, how many angles? Ooh, who's shooting? Oh shit. Oh shit. Ooh. Jeez. Machine gun close distance. Think I told you. You just wrote. What was I expecting, dude? Jeez. Oh, motherfucker. What did he have? Dude, why couldn't I kill? Where is it? Bitch. Shit. Where is it? Where is it? Fucking hole. Bro. What the fuck? How? Dude, I have the same gun. Oof, how nice. Oof, how nice. Ooh. Damn. Ah! Go 5 knives. Oh shit, we're gonna kill this motherfucker bad. That's so fucking good. Therefore we do one more. I made it. Kutsai Solerai. You are nobody. had it. What? This dumb fucking. This guy is a dumb fuck. Dude, motherfucker, get the fuck away. Dude! Oh shit, dude, that's the real deal. Fucking power. How did I get the hit from the corner? Oh shoot, dude. Somebody actually better go. Ooh. Fuck you, bitch. Oof, dude. Did you like it? The way you shoot it in your face? Again, you too? Wait, how many should I shoot? Bruh! Fuck you. Fuck you. That was a good job. Alright, let's go.